Hello everybody and welcome back to Building Tutorials. And today I am back by the house and the new truck station. And I think everything here is done because we finished that. Well, it's semi-finished because we had a problem with the loading system. But I'm not really going to worry about that right now. That's something I can do another time. Last episode, we finished building this, so this is now working. This is our secret door that if you put a lever here, it will open up, and then you can go down. Perfect. So that's the secret door area there. So there's that. So today, I'm actually going to be building something new, and I was trying to think of things I could build, and I thought about trying to build like a mob spawner or mob grinder or whatever you want to call it, so you can get plenty of loot from the mobs. Now, the one thing, this will not give you experience. I don't think it does, Glaze. So if you're looking for an experience farm, that's not what this is going to be. This is just for loot. But if you want, let me know in the comments if you want me to make an experience farm, because I can do that as well in a later video. But today, we're going to try and just make a mob spawner. So, where should we put it? Because, like, I know in, like, a lot of the past videos, we've had lots of problems with mobs spawning in a lot of the previous builds. So, hopefully this works fairly well because of how well mobs spawn in all the other builds that they're not meant to spawn in. So, we're giving them something to spawn in. So, you can use any block. I'm going to use cobblestone because that's probably the easiest block you're going to find. Or actually, should I do a different one? Maybe I should do something that's like, I don't really want to do wood because wood, it could burn down. Because we are going to be using lava possibly. Or some other methods. So I'm going to use probably smooth stone, or I'm going to use some kind of stone. Nothing flammable. I'm not going to do that. I don't really want to use dirt. We could use quartz. I feel like that's going to make it look too white. We also have the terracotta as well. We do have concrete as well, one of the newer blocks. We could do wool, but wool's flammable, so not really wanting to do that. We could use these. Problem with those is they're kind of obnoxious, so we're not going to do that. I think stone's going to be the best because it doesn't really have to look fancy. If you want it to look fancy, you can. I'm going to put it, I don't want to put it by that because we're possibly going to build a wall and protect the village at some point, possibly. So I'm going to put it, or should we put it over here? Because this spot is open here. We could put it here, right in between our dirt block. Yeah, this is like kind of where we started. We started here, went down there, and then worked our way back this way. Because I think the edge of the world is over here. I think that's what this is. If you go here, yeah, this is the edge of the world here. So, that's why we ended up going back this way, because that's the edge. I don't know, is there any villages? Because I haven't really explored the world that much, so I have no idea if there's any more villages around, but that's fine. So, I don't think this is going to be that bad of a spot, because it needs to be big, but I think we have enough space. So let's just start by mapping out where we're going to put it. So I'm going to line up the front with like here. And how much space? We'll give like 2 blocks space there. And then we'll go to, let's say about there maybe. Or maybe a little bit closer. I feel like that's too long. Well, it kind of depends on how we build this. Because we need, well, let's kind of build out the path. And then we'll figure out where we're going to put the walls. So, let's say we want this to be, so let me use a different block. Let's just use, you know, we'll use cobblestone. So, cobblestone, this is going to represent where the water is going to be. So, this is going to be kind of like the exit or the end point where they're all going to flow to. So, they're going to flow here. So, we're going to have, this is all going to be like a water area here. Because we need places for them to spawn on. So, we're going to have to build like little spawn pad places. So if that's the wall, this would have to be like a spawn pad here. And then the water flows over here. and then we put another flow of water here that goes into that one. So then we have another spawn pad over here. How big was that one? Because I want them to be like more like squares, like kind of like that. But I don't think it really matters. Let's see how many this one is. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks. And then this is the wall here. So we'll go ahead and build this up a little bit higher so we know that this is the wall. We'll put a wall here as well. So that was 7 blocks. How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's the same as the other one now. So then we're going to put the wall here like this. Wall there. Then we'll go ahead and fill this in like this. And then we're going to have, once again, water going through here. So there's our water. And then we're going to build this over here. And then we're going to figure out where the walls are actually going to go. So now we just need to figure out these again. So that's 4 by 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, actually, we don't have to count. We just have to line up with those. So there's that area done there. And then we're going to do the second one, which is over here. We'll put our water down there. So there's our water. And then we'll put these like this. So there's kind of the... Wait. Yeah, this one's too short. Yeah, this one needs to come out. There we go. Now it should be finished. Yeah, that looks good. So now we gotta just do this. We just gotta put the walls up. And then we need to put the water in and figure out all the ways of getting them to move to the end point, which where we're gonna have hoppers. And we're gonna see in a few episodes from now how much loot this is actually collected. And see if it's actually effective. Because we don't know if it's going to be effective until we actually start getting lots of loot from it. So it could be a complete failure. So hopefully this works. Because if it doesn't work, then in a few episodes from now, we're going to modify it. And hopefully make it so it works. So this is going to be taller. Should probably... I'm just getting like the basic walls down now. Because we're going to actually have 2 levels. So let me go ahead and remove this now that we've kind of built our kind of mock built. So now we can remove this because we're going to put water in there eventually. So that way we have our little trenches for the water. There we go. There's that. Now I'm going to build a second floor. So that's already 2 blocks. I'm going to go 1 block higher. And then on this block, we're going to actually put the actual second floor. So we're going to do the same thing as the first floor, where we put... Actually, should we go taller? Because the water... You know, I'm going to go... You know, let's go 1 taller. Because I think it would help with giving more space. So we'll go 1 taller like this. And we're going to build it out the same way as we did the other one. So we're just going to do this and then get rid of everything down here. Because this is not where the floor is going to be. So now we just need to build the walls like this. Going up to there. And then we'll put all the water and stuff in afterwards. So pretty much all this is going to be is a place for the mobs to spawn. They go in the water and then there's going to be lava or something at the end that's going to end up burning them. Because the thing about the lava is it could possibly burn the items. So I'm going to have to figure out a way of making it so the items don't burn in the lava. So we're going to have to figure that out. Because we could use like arrow traps or something, but the problem with that is that it ends up using lots and lots of arrows. And if you have lots and lots of arrows, then that probably would work. But eventually will run out and then not work. See, the thing with the lava is it constantly keeps going. It will never, like, you'll never run out of it. So it's kind of an easier way. As long as the items don't burn in it, it will work. So now that we've got the walls built up here, we can now start building these platforms here. So this is going to be water. Then this is going to be the platform here that they can spawn on. And then that way, we've got even more areas. I don't think this, like, makes it more effective. I think it just gives more places for the mobs to spawn. So I don't know if this actually makes it faster or not. But we'll find out. So let's go ahead and finish off this pad here. And then we'll do 2 blocks there. And start building this one here. And then 2 blocks there. Perfect. So we've got this all lined up now. So this is the second floor finished. Now we just got to build up the walls. And then we got to put the water in and then the lava. So let's go ahead and build this up 3 high. So 1, 2, 3. And then, okay, should we do 4? Because then this would be the ceiling. That would give 3. Yeah, we're going to do it up to here. Because that gives plenty of area for stuff to spawn in. And the other thing is, hopefully this works with spiders. That's the other thing. It might need to be slightly, I don't know if they fit in 2 block water. It might need to be 3. But I think 2 block water should work. We'll find out when we test it though. And hopefully nothing spawns in yet, because it is actually probably pretty dark in there. Because this does have to be enclosed, because it has to be dark for them to spawn. And there's also, it has to be close to where you are. Because mobs only spawn, I think, like 21 blocks away from you or something. It's 20-something blocks away from you. So you have to not be too close, but you have to be, like, close enough to where they'll actually spawn. Because if it's, like, super far away, they won't spawn, because it has to be within your range for mobs to spawn. But you have to be further than, like, 20 blocks away. So, hopefully, we'll be close enough for this to actually work. Because that's the other thing. If we're not building close to this thing, then nothing will spawn in. So, that's why I'm kind of putting it over here to hopefully where I'm going to be building it some other point of some other build. I don't know what the next build's going to be just yet. But definitely post in the comments of things you want me to build. And I'll try and build them in later episodes. So this might be 2 episodes. I think next episode is probably going to be where we start working on a lot of the water and the lava. And then I'll probably finish it up as well. So should I... Well, actually here, let me light it up. Because I don't want stuff spawning in just yet. We'll go ahead and get rid of these torches when it's finally finished. Because you don't want to leave torches in here. Otherwise, it will not work. So make sure that if you are building in here, when you're done, remove your torches. Otherwise, the build will not work. I'm just putting these in so I can see when I start working inside. Because I'm putting the roof on. And as soon as I put this roof on, all the light's going to be gone. And I will not be able to see. I could put night vision potion on. The thing about night vision potion is that it's still dark in here, so stuff could possibly spawn. I don't think it would because I'm too close, but it might. So I'm just gonna put torches in there. It's easier. I'll just have to remember to remove them. You could put glowstone as well. That's also another thing. If you wanted to, you could put like pistons and glowstone that turn like the lights on and off. So we've got that done. So now we need to build the water area. So what I need to do is I need to put stuff underneath here so that the water can flow on it and not fall down. Because we're going to have them all flow to the center here, which then from the center, they're going to go down to the first level, which they're going to end up over there eventually. So we're going to need signs and water. So where's signs at? So signs and a water bucket. So we're going to put signs all along here, like this. And that way, the water from up here... Oh, great. Well... Okay, let's see. So if I do this, we might need to, possibly modify this a little bit more. So if I flow these... Okay, well, we'll see. Let's just put all the water in and just see what happens. Yeah, that's not gonna work. So, We need to put signs on these signs, I think. So if we put a sign there and then a sign there, will that... Well, now all the water's glitched. Okay, get rid of the water. Here we go. We're just gonna get rid of the water real quick, just so it, actually works correctly. So I need to put signs on top of these signs, and that should hopefully... Because the reason why I'm using signs... Why can't I place it? There we go. The reason why I'm using signs is it stops the water, but it allows things to flow through them. I also want them straight. It doesn't matter. It just looks better when they're straight. Place. Why won't you place a sign? Place the sign. Oh, great. The sign's... Where did that go? I don't want it there. I want it here. Why won't it place my sign? No, I don't want it there. Is it big as that one's there? What is wrong with this sign? Let me get a new one. Okay, for some reason I cannot place a sign there, but I can place it everywhere else. Why is that? Oh, there we go. Okay, you know, I'm just gonna leave it like that. That's fine. It should still work. So if we go ahead and do this, let all the water flow, that should... Is that flowing right? I think it is. So if I stand here, yeah, it'll make me fall down. Perfect. So that works. So I'm going to go and end the episode here. So I'm going to work on this next episode and get this all working. We'll go ahead and put the water down here and get that all flowing right. And then we'll hopefully have mobs spawning in here. So I'm going to go and end the episode here. So make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.